Hey everybody, it's me again, Magnificent Entertainer, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we battled against the gym leader Rourke and earned our first gym badge in what was actually a pretty nice and even gym battle. But in our haste to get out of Oreburgh City, we left a little early, so I actually forgot to do something while I was there. But I suppose we'll battle this Psyduck since it so rudely got in our way. And oh no, you're using Tail Whip. Just one more pound and that should clobber that thing. And we gain 57 experience points. Hooray. But yeah, like I said, I actually forgot to do something while we were in Oreburgh City, so let me actually show off the Pokemart, because, silly me, I forgot to do that. You can see now, we've got our first gym badge, so we can buy a lot more new items, including repels. I'm going to buy a few of those. And even before you had the gym badge, you could actually buy net balls from this guy over here. Net balls are very good against water and bug-type Pokemon. I'm going to buy a few of those. Maybe it'll be helpful for something I'm doing a little bit later on in this LP. Maybe not. And with that, I think we're actually done in Oreburgh City this time, so let's dash on out of here for reals now. Back in the Oreburgh Gate. Let's just run on through, and it's another wild encounter, of course. I could put up a repel, but really it actually doesn't seem worth it for a dungeon this short. I'll just walk the rest of the way. And now we're back on Route 203, and we pass by this liar who said she defeated Rourke with a level 8 Psyduck. Excuse you, if I had difficulty with my team, I'm sure you would have had a lot more difficulty with your team, lady. Anyway, just run right past Route 203. And we are here again in Jubilife City, just in time to see... Tell me, have you not obtained a Palpad? Is not a Palpad free to anyone visiting the Pokmon Center's basement? Dude, you're a member of the International Police. Why do you care if I have a Palpad? Anyway, there appears to be no one shady in this Jubilife City. I shall therefore take my investigation elsewhere. But my friend, I suggest you remain vigilant for shady grown-ups. You mean aside from you? Look her away! And yes, we are back in Jubilife City. And speaking of shady grown-ups, if we actually go this way, we'll see that Looker is far too concerned about us getting a Palpad to actually do his job, because these are some very suspicious characters right here. Now, Professor Owen, you must comply. Hand over all your research findings for free, naturally. Failure to comply will result in a painful time for your assistant. Wow, you're threatening people in broad daylight, and the member of the International Police just waltzed right past you. Ah, NG, well, how is the Pokedex progressing? That's Oreburgh's gym badge, I see. But hadn't I given you your first Pokemon only recently? Perhaps being a trainer is like a second nature to you. Oh, Professor of Pokemon, must you be so difficult? We are speaking to you on business because this is work for us. What we're saying is we demand you comply with our demands. Quiet, you lot! Why must you be such a nuisance? Let me list some lessons you still need to learn. What, like Pokemon are by your side always? Rowan, I hate to tell you, but everybody already knows that. Number 1, don't loiter about for no good reason. Number 2, don't interrupt others while they are attempting to converse. But, pardon me, Professor, you tried talking to me while this guy was attempting to converse with you. Isn't that mean that you're interrupting him to converse with me? You know what, never mind, I don't care. Number 3, if you don't get your way, don't raise your voice to be intimidating. Number 4, don't think you've grown strong just because you're in a group. Number 5, what is with those outlandish outfits you have on? My goodness, you call yourselves adults? You kids, don't grow up to be like these sorry specimens. Eh? You had to make this personal. You have forced our hand into making a show of force. We will make you regret insulting Team Galactic. Team Galactic? What the heck are they? Sound like a bunch of space cadets. You kids, give these thugs a lesson in civility, please. Engie, let's battle together. And here we go with our first battle against Team Galactic. And we actually have Dawn by our side for this one. It's a double battle. They've got a Stunky and a Glameow, both level 11. Shouldn't be too much to deal with, especially if you were able to take on Rourke and his Cranidos. I guess what's nice about this particular battle is you've actually got your allies' Chimchar there. Dawn's got her Chimchar there. She'll have whatever starter is weak to yours, and actually, most of the time, that ends up being the punching bag for the Team Galactic, well, the Team Galactic Pokemon, but you see there, they can still target you, and Bubble sucks. I mean, yeah, it targets both Pokemon in a double battle, but you can see it's hardly doing any damage, and really that Chimchar's Ember is going to be our main source of power for this, and, I mean, Growl's not going to do anything because Bubble and Ember are both special attacks, but sure, you do you. And there we go with Fury Swipes from that Stunky. And of course, you're going to get all 5 hits, aren't you? Of course. Well, okay, only 4, but still. And we use Bubble again. We can't knock anything out because Bubble sucks. And down goes Stunky. What's actually nice about this battle, and any other battle that we have in the future with a human party member, is in this generation, you actually get all of the experience. It's not divided between your Pokemon and your allies' Pokemon. So that actually makes battles with a human party member pretty good for... Oh, hey, Bubble actually KO'd something. But that actually makes battles with a party member actually decent for grinding experience off of. And you see from that battle, Piplup grew to level 16. And we're not trying to learn any new moves. We beat Galactic Grunt and Galactic Grunt. How is this madness possible? The two of us losing to children? This won't do. Time to retreat. This mission is a failure. And what's this? Piplup is evolving! Yes, that battle gave us just enough experience so that our Piplup, oof, could not say Piplup for a moment, finally evolved into Prinplup. Well, okay, I beat the text a little bit. Yeah, very, very nice. And it wants to learn the move Metal Claw. That's actually a pretty decent move, and it will gain stab in the future. We'll actually get rid of Growl for it. And we learned Metal Claw. You leave us no option. We will retreat for now. We shall do so because Team Galactic is benevolent to all. Benevolent to all? You were literally just threatening to harm Dawn in the middle of the public city. In broad daylight. That's not benevolent. That's not benevolent. That lot, they call themselves Team Galactic. When Pokemon evolve, they seem to release some type of energy. Hey, how typical. My Piplup evolved right in the middle of all this. When Pokemon evolve, they seem to release some type of energy. However, I believe that's a mystic power far beyond our control. But Team Galactic seems to be studying that power's potential. Oh, so did I just make a boo-boo and actually give them another data point to study? Oops. They want to know if it can be used as energy for something. Engie, did you know? The professor studies the evolution of Pokemon too. According to his research, 90% of all Pokemon are somehow tied to evolution. Wow! 90% of Pokemon, you say, huh? I never would have known that on my own. Yet another nugget of wisdom from Professor Rowan that 10-year-olds know. Well, maybe that's the reason those people tried to take the professor's research data by force. That's really unforgivable. It's all over, so you can relax now. Still, thanks to you two, nothing came of that situation. I appreciate that. Incidentally, Engie, kudos to you for your battling skill. It got me thinking, why don't you collect all the gym badges of Sinnoh? Doing so, you will be sure to encounter lots of Pokemon. That, of course, means your Pokedex pages will continuously fill up. In other words, it will be of great help to my research. So let me get this straight, Professor. You want me to go around and defeat the 8 gyms of Sinnoh, not to make myself stronger, not to become the Pokemon League champion, but because it will be of great help to your research. Typical. That said, I've given you your first Pokemon, and Pokedex is yours to keep. You're free to do with them as you wish. Take care now. And they go wandering off somewhere. Oh, that was very good. Nicely done. Truly excellent. Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm from Jubilife TV. I'd like you to have something for letting me see that smashing battle. And we get the fashion case. And that's something that we put in our key items pocket, of course. And we get a whole spectrum of chic accessories and tasteful backdrops. And yeah, we can dress up our Pokemon, and this is what unlocks the TV station. So if you try to explore the TV station before this battle with Team Galactic, you would still have a clown blocking it. But now, we can actually go over to the TV station. And by the way, now that we are back in Jubilife City, we could go and explore the GTS, but since pretty much all the functionalities of the GTS are useless now, we're not going to do that. So let's actually go back to Jubilife TV with this very festive sounding music, and we will talk to this lady over here. This is the Pokemon Lottery Corner. I'm Felicity, your attendant today, and this is exactly why that I suggested that you have as many trainer ID numbers, or as many Pokemon with different trainer ID numbers as possible, because if the drawn number matches the ID number of any of your Pokemon, you could win fabulous gifts. And these gifts, if you somehow manage to match the number perfectly, you'll get a Master Ball. Of course, I've never been lucky enough to have that happen, but you still get some decent prizes, even if you don't match. And unfortunately, I didn't match here. Even if you don't match every digit, you can still get some decent prizes. But let's see. I don't think there's actually much of anything important on this floor, so we'll go upstairs. And if you talk to this guy, the room in the back is our dreamy fitting room. Once you're done in there, get our dreamy hiker to take a dreamy photo. You know, I never thought I'd hear of anyone describing hikers as dreamy, but sure, why not? Alright, let's go back here and see what this mess is all about. We'll talk to this guy. Oh, your Pokemon are so very charming. How enchanting. They're so charming that I will even hang a picture of one right beside me. I'm only doing this especially for you. Exciting, don't you think? Dress up your Pokemon in my boudoir and make it a sight to behold. I'll snap a photo when you're done. You will do this, won't you? Sure, why not? Oh, yes, how nice. Let's not delay. Should I explain to you how to dress up your Pokemon? No, I'll figure it out on my own. And I think we're going to dress up Dr. Doof. Kinda hope we had a lab coat for him, but I don't think we would. You hope that we'll dress it up adorably. Sure, why not? And yeah, you can see your accessories on the lower side of the screen, blah blah blah. This is all just useless tutorial. And yeah, we can do the background. Now, we can put only 10 accessories here, but you know, as you can see, when I put an accessory, one of the hearts up there fills up. But we've only got 10 accessories right now. We'll get some more in the future, but for now, let's not even actually put any of them on the Pokemon itself. Let's just, you know, let's just use them somewhere. Oh, you know what? We'll put a white mustache on. No, we'll put a white mustache right about there, because that's just perfect. And we'll have another couple of mustaches floating in thin air. Now we can choose backgrounds. We can have either the basic Pokeball background, or we can put the flower patch. You know what? Let's put this mustachioed Bidoof in outer space. Why not? Yes, my Pokemon is all dressed up, and you can actually see that background is actually animated while the Pokemon isn't, which is really funny. And sure, we'll save this design. And we come all out here. Oh, nice work. Let's display that photo right away. But it needs to have a title. Alright, what should we call this thing? I'll call it ... and it will be my greatest masterpiece ever! ... Hey, that's not the name of my picture! It's just ... Oh, yes, I get it now. Good, it's really not that complicated of a name. Your aesthetics shine through. I put your photo up right here. It looks just so perfect there. And sure enough, here it is, our mustachioed Bidoof with a couple of floating puffballs and a feather or two and 2 more white mustaches floating in the middle of outer space. Entitled ... Truly an artistic masterpiece. Alright, that's enough of that. Now, we could actually have an interview with Jubilife TV if we wanted to, but nah. What do you have to say? The star of tomorrow is you! Your Pokemon has a glow about it. So, a gift for our future star, and he gives us a Piplup mask. If you had a Turtwig, he'd give you a Turtwig mask. If you chose Chimchar, he'd give you a Chimchar mask. Kind of a useless mask, but I suppose if your starter evolved, you could give it the face of its pre-evolution. I'm not sure why you'd want to. Whatever, I'm not going to question it. Anyway, let's go upstairs once more. And over here is just a bunch of record rooms that don't really have any meaning anymore. And down here, you can talk to this guy and you can give him a couple of key phrases, and I believe that unlocks the mystery gift. But I don't really have a means of dealing with mystery gift right now, so we'll pass on that, at least for now. And yeah, maybe we'll answer his questions when we've got some time. This lady tells you exactly what I was saying about the Lucky Lotto number, is if you trade more often, you get better odds at winning the lottery. But you didn't need her to tell you that, because I already told you that. And we go up one more level. And here we are. What do you have to say for yourself? Participation for all is your TV network's motto. Hey, if the trainers aren't running away from me, they're blocking me. What do you have to say? Smiles are dreamy, huh? You added a variety of programs to your scheduling because featuring smiles are dreamy. What do you have to say? My exploits are fantastic, and you'd like to tell the whole world about me on your TV station. But it's only one of the many possibilities. Harumph! I always like saying harumph. Alright, with that, we'll actually take the elevator down. And there's not actually buttons. You actually have to tell this lady what floor you want to go to. And elevator going down. And it's the slowest elevator you could possibly imagine. Here we are, back at the first level. But before we actually head out from Jubilife, I do actually want to stop by the Poketch Company. I did not stop by there earlier because there really wasn't anything for us. However, now that we've defeated our first gym, we can talk to this guy. Hi! I'm the president of the Poketch Company. Hi! Your patience is rewarded. I've developed a new Poketch app. And we get the MemoPad app. And it can be used for jotting down quick notes. That's the MemoPad. It's, well, it is what it is. That's a ringing endorsement right there. But let me show you what this MemoPad is. You see you've got a pencil and an eraser, and you can write down something like hi, like that guy was just saying. You can erase stuff, and switching to a different app will automatically just clear everything. So it really isn't all that useful. You know, I certainly like my digital clock app a lot better because it lets me see roughly how long I've actually been recording for. Speaking of, if you wanted to talk about your favorite Poketch app, hello, I'm with Jubilife TV. May I hit you up for a quick interview? Sure, why not? Let's not waste any time. And you want to ask which Poketch app I use the most? Well, I just told you, the digital watch. and you want to have my comment on the digital watch, she'll actually, it doesn't actually matter which Poketch app you've had up the longest. You could literally have the memo pad and have only had it for like 2 seconds, and if that's the app that you currently have up, she will, she'll think that's your favorite. Anyway, what do we got? It's the watch app, so I'm going to say today, because it's a watch and it tells me when today is. You'll be featuring that interview on an upcoming TV program. Wow, you must really have nothing better to do. Anyway, the rest of these floors really don't have much of anything for us. We can talk to this guy, and, you know, he tries to find out what trainers think so that they can make better Poketch apps. And this guy says Pokemon Watch. That's Poketch for short. See, at the long way in, what does Pokemon stand for? Pokemon stands for Pocket Monsters. So if you really wanted to say Poketch the long way, you would be saying Pocket Monster Watch. And that sounds lovely. And if we come up here, this lady tells us that her husband's the president and they just started in a small workshop. This person asks if we have a Poketch. Yes, and there's a girl's model and a boy's model, each with different colors, but it doesn't really matter. It's just an aesthetic thing. And you say, yeah, people everywhere make Poketch apps, so we won't just be getting them from here, but, you know, we will actually have... Oh yeah, and you could actually read, you know, at the various PCs, you can see descriptions for the various Poketch apps. I'm not going to read them because, well, that's not what you want to see me doing during an LP. But yeah, like she said, you can find Poketch apps not just from people here. You'll find them from random people throughout your journey. However, you will also find them, you know, every odd number gym that you defeat, you can talk to this guy, and he'll have a new app for you. Like, you know, like he says, you know, it's when you get 3 gym badges. We just got one after the first gym badge. It's every odd numbered gym. And with that, I think we're going to heal up at the Pokemon Center, and we're actually going to be on our way out of Jubilife City. We're pretty much done here. So just a quick heal at the Pokemon Center, rest up our newly evolved Prinplup. Although, at this point, I think Badoo needs a little bit more healing up than our Prinplup does, or battling experience than our Prinplup does, because it's actually a couple of levels behind. But it was our main champion against Rourke, so I figured I'd let Piplup do a little bit of battling here. Anyway, Jubilife City, we are on our way out. Back in Route 204. And I think I will actually use one of those handy-dandy repels. And these trainers here, if you hadn't battled them before, you can battle them now. But I've got nothing much to do over here, so we go into the Ravaged Path. Now, if we go around this way and break that rock over there, we can access this area. And over here, we can find the TM39 Rock Tomb. That's kind of useful. It lowers speed if it hits, and rock types being notoriously slow, any way to either increase your own speed or debuff your opponent's speed is always appreciated. Anyway, one more rock smash, and we are back on Route 204, but now we're at the upper portion of it. So what do you have to say? Are you raising different kinds of Pokemon? If you only have the same type of Pokemon, you'll have a hard time against types it's weak to. That is true, although maybe in a future LP, if I'm feeling rather gutsy, I'll do a mono-type run of for that game. Anyway, you come over here, and of course my repel wears off. You come over here, and you get an Awakening. Wonderful. And we can battle against this lady over here. What kind of person are you to be drawn here by the scent of flowers? I wasn't actually drawn to you at all. I was just trying to progress on the route, but okay, crazy lady. Whatever you say. And it's an aroma lady. Wonderful. And of course, she's got her own Badoo. So this is probably going to take a while. Just going to set up a couple of growths because, well, Badoo quad resists my Mega Drain. I don't really have a good way of dealing with grass poison types right now. I'm probably going to want a way to deal with that before we get to the next gym. And this is a battle of the ages here. We're both raising our special attack. You know what? Let's see what a +2 Mega Drain's gonna do. Probably not much, but whatever. Oh, that does, like, nothing. Yeah, wow, that's bad. You know what? Let's actually switch over to our Prinplup. I know it's weak to Badoo's Absorb, but Absorb is going to be pretty weak, so, you know, I think that'll make our battle go a wee bit faster. Oh yeah, that's much faster, and maybe this is going to hurt a bit because, well, like, +4, but yeah, that did nothing. Okay, I was worried for nothing, apparently. And we'll use Pound again. Maybe I should have shown off Metal Claw there, but actually, no, I should have shown off Peck there, but oh well, we can do that right now, because she's got another Grass-type Pokemon, a Cherubi. So let's show off Peck being a Flying-type move. It'll be super effective and not one-hit KO it, and she's just going to go right back to doing growth. Isn't this fun? And one more, and now we get the critical, of course. And Prinplup's gaining experience that I would prefer to go to Badoo, but we've defeated Aroma Lady Taylor, not Trainer. Wow. Alright, now let's go up here, and it's a Bug Catcher. What do you have to say for yourself? Hey, let me show off my Bug Pokemon. So you're gonna bug me, huh? I should have known better than to come over here. And Bug Catcher Brandon's got a Wurmple. Now, I realize that Mega Drain's probably not going to do a lot on you either, but let's buff ourselves a bit. Wow, this is really not Badoo's route, is it? Typical. Let's raise our special attack one more time. Yeah, like I said, even with an attack like Mega Drain, Badoo is still a little bit difficult to raise. Just because of how many bug types and other grass types we're going to be encountering, and unfortunately it doesn't seem to know any poison type moves. That would be useful, but you know, the poison point ability is going to help us even if we're a little bit weak. I love how I said we're a little bit weak and we just dealt about half damage to that Wurmple, but it's just a Wurmple. That apparently only wants to use String Shot on us. Good strategy there, buddy. You're already ridiculously faster than us, so you can stop that any time now. Man, the trainers in this game aren't exactly bright, are they? Oh well, it just means that it's easier for us to take out their Pokemon. And with that, Badoo grows to level 15. Very nice. And he's got another Pokemon, a Kricketot. How lovely. And it's using Bide. Oh boy. It was probably not such a smart idea to use Mega Drain, but hopefully we'll do more than half. Yeah, I think that's slightly more than half. Let's hope that we don't get damage ranged and it hangs on with 1 HP and KOs Badoo. Oh no! It's totally going to do that, and I think Bide is higher priority, so speed... Well, okay, my speed is ridiculously slow anyway. Welp. I don't want Badoo to faint because that lowers its happiness. So... Geodude, you get out there. And I know this is really, really rather cheap, but Come on, that Kricketot totally shouldn't have survived. And it unleashes energy, and down goes Geodude. Not like we didn't see that one coming. We'll switch back to Badoo. Yay, and we'll Mega Drain once more. And it's using Bide once more, but that doesn't matter because it's only got 1 HP. Although, admittedly, with this Pokemon, the trainer had a much better strategy than with his other Pokemon. Alright, Badoo gains more experience, and we're done with you, Brandon. Alright, you can see that there's a little tree that you can use Cut on over here, but we don't have the Cut HM yet. So that's something to remember for later. But if we mosey on this away, we get the TM09 Bullet Seed. Now that's an interesting grass-type move. I can actually show you Rock Tomb while we're in here too. You shoot seeds at the foe, 2 to 5 seeds in rapid succession. It's 10 base power per attack, so your maximum base power is 50. Technically, that means that it could possibly be stronger than my Mega Drain, but odds are it's going to be about 30 power on average. It's also a physical move, and Badoo is more of a special Pokemon. It's not such a great move. Rock Tomb, 50 power, 80 accuracy, and like I said, it does lower the foe's speed if it connects. That's actually pretty good, but I'm not going to use it on anything. Anyway, if we go over here, we have a pair of twins who want to battle us. We can one-shot this trainer, can't we, Liz? We're the strongest in our class. And here we have a double battle where we're not with a AI partner, so we basically have to use 2 of our Pokemon, and they've got a pair of Pachirisu level 11s. That's phenomenal for Prinplup over here, but you know what? We'll go with it. And this is not a good time to show off Metal Claw because it's a Steel-type move, and the Pachirisus would resist that. Anyway, they're going to use Quick Attack. Let's hope that actually poisons that one. No, unfortunately not. Pound, Mega Drain. And, of course, Pachirisu is this generation's Pika clone. Nothing particularly amazing about it, but, you know, it's the typical cute electric rodent of the region, so that's nice. And aha! The Poison Point. That's going to be helpful in taking out that second Pachirisu, especially since I think we're going to be able to take out this one right here. And you can see, you know, Natural Cure is a good ability, but Poison Point is, you know, kind of, at least for me, a better ability, at least as far as taking out opponents go. You know, it can help to do a little bit of extra chip poison damage on a Pokemon, on an opponent's Pokemon. So that's, you know, always helpful, especially when I don't have phenomenal moves with my Pokemon, at least not yet. It's probably going to be another turn before I KO this Pachirisu. Good lord, this is taking a while. But our moves and our team will get better in the near future. One more Quick Attack, and you haven't used an electric move at all. I actually wonder if you had any available. And that's that for these two. You gain a little experience, Badoo grows to level 16, which is great. And it wants to learn the move Worry Seed. I believe that changes the opponent's ability to Insomnia? I don't think I'm going to have a lot of use for that. In fact, I think even Water Sport is a slightly more useful move than that at the moment, because at least Badoo is weak to fire types, so we're not going to learn that. And we defeated Liv and Liz. Oh, but wait! And yeah, that does it for those two. And we can keep going a little bit further north, and here we are in Floroma Town. But with that, I think we've done enough for today. So, I will see you all next time.